Hello, kings and queens. It is Wisdom's daughter. Welcome to Bad Girls Talk. There is so much that has been going down in these social media streets, entertainment news. That's what we're going to be getting into this evening. And so we got to talk about Judge Mathis, okay? Judge Mathis, star of Greg Mathis, also known as Judge Mathis, is heading to divorce court because his wife, Linda, has filed to legally separate after 39 years of marriage. Can you imagine that? 39 years of marriage and now you want to split? Please make it make sense. The 64-year-old television arbitrator and Linda got married in June 1985. Wow. And she listed irreconcilable differences as the reason for the split, according to an article that was published yesterday by TMZ. Now, this is really interesting because how are you married for 39 years and now you want to call it quits? I have no words. I don't understand how we can't make it work after 39 years. You would think that at this point, if we've been together that long, we've got at least something figured out. So, interesting. Now, the date of their separation, according to the court documents, is listed as July 17th. Now, Greg and Linda have two adult daughters and two adult sons. Linda has asked for spousal support in the filing and also moved to block the court's ability to award Greg with spousal support. Oh, so his wife is playing dirty. Well, I should say soon to be ex-wife is playing real foul. So she asked for spousal support, but she's making it so that he cannot get spousal support. Yeah, that will be a oh hell no. Now I don't know all the ins and outs of what's going on in their marriage, but I would still say that that's a little dirty. It's unclear if they had a prenuptial agreement. Now, many of you remember, again, Greg Mathis starred in the TV show Judge Mattis for 24 seasons from 1999 to 2003. That is a long time. Uh, and so I don't know how much money Mr. Mathis or Judge Mathis, Greg Mathis has made. But Judge Mathis became the longest running active court show until its end in 2023 after Judge Judy went out of production in July 2021 after 25 seasons. So wow. So Judge Judy was on for 25 seasons, Judge Mathis 24 seasons. The Detroit native later starred in the E series Mathis Family Matters. Now, I actually watched that show. I'm not sure how many of you watched it, but I did watch. And before we go any further, just want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Butters and Black Soap. Make sure you check out their website, and that information will be provided to you in just a moment because I'm going to provide it to you. Yes, I don't know how many of you actually watched Judge Mathis, but I did, and I'm just absolutely I'm shocked because this man seemed to have it all together. See, you never know what people are going through, and you can't assume because they're giving you advice that they're able to apply that same advice to their own life. And that's kind of the challenge sometimes when it comes to these things. And I did watch the show. I thought it was pretty good. The Mathis Family Matters show. I thought it was pretty good. I think he has a great relationship with his children. Another thing to note about Greg and Linda is that they are both alums of Eastern Michigan University. The courtroom show host was also honored, I didn't know this, in May of 2022 with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And that's just incredibly sad. Judge Mathis, I'm going to show it in just a second, but Judge Mathis is looking kind of old. Sorry, sir. but you remember he was hardcore. Now listen, if he was if he operated in his marriage the way he operated in that courtroom, then I can definitely understand why a man was like, nope, gotta go. um but yeah, I'm just joking. I'm not sure. But y'all remember from the court show, if you guys watched it, yeah, he was no joke. Okay, let's just be clear. He was no joke. So yeah, let me go ahead and share. Let me go ahead and share this with you. Because it is quite interesting. I want to show you a picture of him and his wife for those of you who have not seen it. So here's the wife, okay? She is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's Judge Mathis looking kind of old. So I don't know if she's like, look, I'm looking beautiful. I need me a man who can maintain and sustain and all of that. I'm not exactly sure what old girl is looking for, but again, after 39 years of marriage, she has decided to call it quits. And oh, yeah, that's kind of sad. All right, let's keep reading. He was joined by Linda at this event, as well as Magic Johnson and Johnny Gill, who appeared to be overjoyed about their friend's achievement. So this was them just 2 years ago, still looking kind of happy. And again, this is just really, really sad that he is kind of going through this. He's kind of going through this situation. All right, so let's see what else we got going here. Oh, here's another picture. Here's another picture of the wife. So listen, she's looking fine as wine. So Judge Mathis, I don't know what you did to this lady, okay, but it seems like she is done, 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 done. It doesn't look like she's interested in fixing it at all. There he is getting his Hollywood star, which I think is awesome. All right, so the reason why he was honored is for his philanthropic efforts. And apparently, if he's got that kind of money, that might be the reason why his wife is over here making sure that she gets spousal support. You gonna take care of me. I'm not taking care of you. Now, if he is the kind of man that he showed himself to be on Judge Mathis, then she should not even have had to do that, because he would be the kind of man that would take care of her. But again, you never know. There are so many fake couples, reality TV, social media people out here making it seem like they got everything going on in their marriage. And, they're the envy of the ball. And little do you know that there's nothing to envy. I've said it before. You cannot compare your relationships to what you see on TV and on social media, because some of these people get paid to pretend. Okay. So Judge Mathis' team won the Daytime Emmy Award for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program in 2018. He spoke about his career during a 2022 interview with Variety and noted that he was able to connect with the litigants featured on his program on a deeper level than many other legal experts. And that's what kind of made his show successful. You did see where there was a connection there. I can identify better than most judges with the plight of the litigants because I've lived life of almost every litigant that comes before me, or lived the life. And he has said that. Although the activist made it very clear that television is entertainment first, he noted that part of the perception that people have of me is that I'm very socially conscious and fair toward every community. We also assumed that all was well in his marriage, or at least I did anyway. Judge Mathis went on to express that he wanted to see his litigants succeed in their respective futures. My sole objective in life is to be able to inspire the people I left behind to overcome their obstacles, is what he said. The legal expert then noted that he wanted his show to serve as an example of a television production with a distinctly positive message. My objective in entertainment is to provide programming that will be inspirational to the community or the constituents I seek, is what he said. And here's what some of the people said who responded. This is too bad. I hope they can reconcile. Divorce is such an evil outcome. No one wins. My ex and I were married in 1985 also. Unfortunately, we divorced in 2007 after 22 years of marriage and 2 years prior together. We would have celebrated our 39th anniversary this August. Very sad. Try to work it out. It is hell not having that family unit. And I agree, but sometimes there is no working it out. I don't know what they're fighting over, if it's money, if she just doesn't feel loved, if he's just not able to give her what she needs. I'm not sure what it is, but I do know that it is possible to come to a point in a marriage where you've done all that you can, especially when you've married someone who was really in your life for a season and you try to extend or prolong that season. Some people are seasonal, okay? Not everyone is coming into your life for you to marry. Or for you to be in a long-term relationship with. So that's the thing you need to think about. You need to know, is this person in my life for a season? Okay. Are they the reason for the season? Okay. Um, or or is this someone who is with me for the long haul? Is this someone who's going to be able to ride or die with me toward the end? And because there are so many options nowadays, women do not have to just put up with anything. And there are more women out here than men. It's not quite 50-50, and so men also have options. By the looks of some of those pictures, it looks like she's feeling herself. Out of all the years I've ever seen them together, I have never seen her dressed like that before, and some of those outfits are not it. Ooh, yikes. um let's see, another comment said, am I going to be able to read this? I don't know if I can read this. Okay, it's cut off, so I'm not going to be able to read that. But anyway, so yeah, so there were a lot of people kind of sounding off about Judge Mathis. So let's see if we can figure out exactly what is going on. And pretty much it's what I've said. And so they have not specified any specifics around the separation. It's just irreconcilable differences. And the truth of the matter is, they're getting a divorce. It's just that you can't just get a divorce like that. You have to be legally separated for a certain amount of time, or at least document that you were separated for a certain amount of time before you can be granted a divorce for irreconcilable differences if it's not going to be contested. And so, yeah, so sad for Judge Mathis. But he's not the only one um who's having some issues. Okay. Jennifer Lopez has also filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. Big surprise there. Big freaking surprise. Okay. And I'm being facetious. It was not a surprise at all. Like, girl. Okay, sorry, Judge Mathis. We are done. We are done with your story, Mr. Mathis. um, yeah, he popped back up on the screen. But anyway, so there have been rumors for quite some time that J-Lo was going to file for divorce. I'm not exactly sure why they tried to fake funk. I'm not exactly sure they were acting like this wasn't going to be the case. But yeah, we got your number. So apparently there was no prenup, so no settlement. All right, so here's what the article says. Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. Wow. For them to say it like that, that's horrible. She's done what seems inevitable. Yeah, because the thing about J-Lo, and so I met J-Lo on set while she was filming at my hospital in New York. And let me just tell you something. Jennifer Lopez is not Jenny from the block. Okay. She is snotty from the block. Very snotty, very snooty, nose up in the air, not humble at all. I also met Zoe Saldana when she came to the hospital to film scenes from one of the movies that she was in. The absolute sweetest. She was giving autographs. She was hugging everybody. She's a tiny little thing, and she is just as beautiful in person as she is in her pictures and on television. I was so shocked. She looks the exact same. J-Lo, not so much. She had her entourage, she was nasty. And so if she acts that way in her marriage, then it's no surprise. They looked so happy. Take a look at this picture. They looked really, really happy here. I feel bad for Ben Affleck. I'm sure he was probably like, what the hell did I get myself into? But anyway, she filed for divorce from Ben Affleck, according to TMZ, and there are major twists, including the symbolism of when she finally decided to do it. Well, again, we know that this has been coming. This has been in the making. This is no surprise. There have been rumors about this for quite some time. I'm not really sure why. The charade, why pretend? We already knew. She filed legal documents on Tuesday in LA County Superior Court, but they were not filed by a lawyer. Jennifer filed pro per, meaning by herself without an attorney. That's interesting. Now, why would she do that, pray tell? Why would she file by herself? Interesting. She lists the date of separation as August 26, 2024. Ha ha ha. And that's exactly around the time that the rumors were coming out that there was trouble in paradise. So J-Lo got married in Vegas on July 16th of 2022. And so they didn't even make it 2 years. Wow. However, today, August 20th, because this article is from yesterday, or actually not yesterday, it's from a couple days ago. August 20th is very significant in Jennifer lore. Oh boy. This marks the second anniversary of the huge and more traditional wedding ceremony they held in Georgia, so it hardly seems like a coincidence that Jen filed on that day. Take a look at her in this beautiful wedding gown. You know what I found interesting is that the grandest weddings, those marriages tend to end and they don't end well. And the simplest weddings end up with marriages that are long lasting. I didn't say perfect, but I said long lasting. I have a relative who got married at the Justice of Peace, okay? And she is still married to hubby today. I'm just saying. All right. So here's the real shocker. J-Lo does not say in her docs whether there's a prenup. And sources with knowledge tell TMZ that there is indeed no prenuptial agreement. There were many warning signs that there was an issue. There's that famous video of Ben Affleck and J-Lo. It looks like they're arguing in the car, and Ben Affleck slams the door. Anyway, but if she didn't have a prenup, that means that whatever earnings or profit Ben and Jen made during their nearly 2 years of marriage is community property. I don't know who made more, but somebody's about to make bank. And it may not be J-Lo if she didn't even have the money to pay for a lawyer. She filed on her own. Interesting. For instance, since they tied the knot, Ben starred in Air and Hypnotic and produced The Instigators. He also just wrapped filming The Accountant 2 a few days ago. Oh, I didn't know they're coming out with An Accountant 2. I love that movie. As for J-Lo, during their marriage, she had a shotgun wedding. She did The Mother, another movie called This Is Me Now, and another movie called Atlas. What's shocking, and not really so shocking, this is J-Lo's fourth marriage and Ben's second. And you would think a prenup would be more than obvious. Hello. Apparently they thought this was their forever marriage, but yeah, it did not work out that way. Oh, so sad. Too bad. This is J-Lo's fourth marriage. Okay, we can give Ben Affleck a little grace. This is his second, but this is her fourth marriage. If you can't get it right after 4 marriages, if you can't get it right after 3 marriages, you just don't need to be married. At this point, it's you. It's got to be you. According to the documents, Jennifer also waived spousal support and is asking the judge to deny Ben such support as well. So she wants to force a prenup. Like, look here, I'm not giving you any money. You don't have to give me any money, and I'm not giving you any money. And that's just how we're going to do it. Now, since they didn't have any children together, there are no custody issues, thank God. Now for the final big twist. You would think everything has been hashed out money-wise before she filed, but TMZ sources say that that is not the case. Mm-mm-mm. So TMZ broke the stories. They put their marital home in Beverly Hills up for sale. Ben bought his own house in Brentwood, and she's currently looking for a new house as well. So the home that they lived in, they were married, the home they lived in, it's for sale. Ben Affleck ain't playing. He's like, oh, you want to file for divorce? He done already bought him a house in Brentwood. So apparently, Sir's got money. He's not struggling at all. There is no struggle for Ben Affleck. As we reported, that would be TMZ. So TMZ said they've been trying to hash out a settlement for months. And their sources say that those talks are continuing, but they have become increasingly acrimonious. Ooh, to the point that at times they're not even speaking to each other. See, J-Lo was over here living a luscious, lavish life, okay? And Ben Affleck was over here saving them coins. I'm just saying. So why did J-Lo decide to file while they're still battling over money? Well, I mean, doesn't matter legally who files in a no-fault state, but sometimes PR concerns are involved when it comes to who files first. And so, yeah. Who knows what J-Lo is thinking. I don't know what this thing is, this competition to rush to see who's going to file first. I'm not sure what that's about. And in some cases, I guess it depends on the state. And some states have certain laws. And so someone may try to rush and file in another city, another county to their advantage. But I don't know what the advantage is here. I'm really not sure. Okay. Really not sure what the advantage is. But J-Lo, I wish you all the best. Ben Affleck, wish you all the best. It sounds like you're doing fine. You got your home set up. And meanwhile, J-Lo is over here still trying to figure out where she's going to live. So here are some pictures that were taken during their lead up to the separation, and neither one of them look happy. How do you get here after 2 years? How do you get here after 2 years? Well, their divorce is officially underway. As we said, they separated in April. In the docs filed by J-Lo on the second anniversary of their luxurious Georgia wedding, she listed the separation date as April 26, 2024. Here she is again. And like I said, I met the woman, and I had heard rumors that she's a snotty little so-and-so, and she is. She really, really is. Look at Ben Affleck. A couple of days later, after she officially filed, Ben Affleck is munching on Jack in the Box in his car. We've all been there. A little comfort food goes a long way. All right, Ben Affleck, we are not judging you, boo-boo. We get it, okay? We had hope that this was going to be her fourth and final marriage, but apparently not the case. So, wasn't Ben Affleck dating or involved with the other Jennifer, the other actress named Jennifer? I can't recall her name right now, but I thought maybe they would have made a better couple. Anyway. All right, well, we wish them luck. So, unfortunately, you got two people who could not make it work. And I don't know what that means for us today, because marriage doesn't seem to be what it once was. Marriage used to be sacred. It was something that was cherished. You didn't just up and get a divorce because you can't get along. You understood that there were going to be days when you liked that person, and days when you loved that person, and days when you loved that person but didn't like that person. Days where you liked them but didn't love them, loved them but didn't like them. And now it seems that the answer is just divorce. And I don't know, are we getting married too quickly? I don't know. I want to hear more about what happened with Judge Mathis. I'm hoping that at some point, him or his wife, someone will speak out and talk about how they made it 39 years only to divorce. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you're able to get past 20 years or 25 years, you should pretty much be set. But anyway, that is all that Wisdom's Daughter has for today. So, baddies, babes, and gents, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the new graphics. I'm trying out some new things. And yeah, so I'll be back with another video. But until then, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button on this video. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Bad Girls Talk. And check out the other videos on my channel. There will be more videos coming. I promise you that. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going down in the chat. I want to know more about what you think. I want to know, if you believe that there's any reconciling any of these marriages. Can Judge Mathis reconcile with his wife? I mean, they've been married so long. You would just think that they would be able to reconcile after all this time. I'm not even going to ask that question of J-Lo, because I'm pretty sure at this point that yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's a wrap. And that's it. So is this video. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.